How many Dallas Cowboys does it take to change a light bulb?
One.
None. They just sit around and talk about how bright it used to be.
The 90s were the best years of my life.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. I'm Bree, and today's top story highlights our Teacher of the Year. Each December, our administrators unveil the Teacher of the Year at the Faculty Christmas Lunch.
All right, first of all, our Teacher of the Year is Miss Harold.
We wanted to congratulate Miss Harrell on the well-deserved title. She has always had a passion about teaching and our students here at Horn Lake. Xavier sat down with Miss Harrell last week to get to know her a bit better.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Tallahatchie County, Mississippi, in the Delta area.
Tell us about your family.
My family growing up, it's not a large family. I had a brother and myself. Those were my parents' children. I have extended family, brothers and sisters, but that was basically it at the house for the most part.
Tell us about your years in high school.
My years in high school were kind of fun. You know, at that time, we did a lot of different things. Different clubs, different organizations, hanging out with your friends, going to games, listening to music, doing stuff like that, you know, regular teenage stuff, I guess you could say.
What was a pivotal moment in your teenage years?
I guess just growing up, being ready to get out into the real world and see what things were like in a different area. Growing up in the Delta, it's small, so, you know, being able to go to larger areas, larger places, see what they're like, see what life is like, going off, venturing into college, those were things that were, I guess, interesting to me at that time.
What jobs did you have in high school?
Well, my main job was babysitting. I worked outside, gardening and stuff like that. We worked in small areas with people doing things like around the house or in the yard or on the farm, because I grew up in a rural area. So those were the kind of jobs I have. We didn't have like the McDonald's or the Sonic and Burger King type thing restaurants at the time when I was growing up. We had small restaurants, but they were basically family owned. So, you know, you kind of work through families to work in the restaurants like that. So we did some of those type of things as well.
What's the funniest thing you can think of that happened to you in high school?
Let's see. Something funny that happened to me in high school would have been probably sitting in some classes that you weren't supposed to be in, or either swapping with some of your friends, you know, especially if you had a sub or something, you know. Same thing we try to do with teachers now, try to trick them in to not knowing who you were exactly. So that was a funny thing for us at the time.
Tell us about your college experience.
I went to Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. My college experience was great. Lived on campus, learned campus life, being away from home. It wasn't that far, but just being in a different environment, that was great. Meeting new friends, meeting new people. Here again, joining organizations, going to the things that were available in the city at the time.
How did you choose Delta State?
Well, actually, I went to some other schools before I got to Delta State. So just choosing majors, looking at different options that you had, some of the career choices that were offered there, and it was close to home. It was a period after my father had passed away, so I came back to be closer to my family.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you originally plan on becoming a teacher?
I did not. My mother and other family members are teachers, so at one point I did not want to become a teacher, but I had done a lot of substitute work, and those were some jobs that were available. When you grow up in small town areas, sometimes there aren't other options at the time. So teaching was a career. It was a way to help children, to get to know people in the community and to do other things. So that was how I chose it. I love working with kids, so yeah, they're fun.
What's something outside of school that you're passionate about?
I like traveling, getting to know your family, being involved with just the community and know what's going on in and around.
Tell us something you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
The list probably hadn't changed a lot. I like to travel different places and probably experience things that I don't like, knowing different foods and just tasting and different cultures and what they do.
What's something students might not know about you?
They probably have asked me all kinds of things that they want to know. What is one? I played in a band when I was growing up. Not as well as Mr. Lewis, beating the drums or things like that. I didn't get that far. I just started out, but that was the thing I did when I was younger.
What's something you love about this school?
The people, the family, HL, the family, the togetherness, the family, the working together as a team, just oriented. Students helping students, teachers helping students, everybody working together to be productive and wanting our students to be the best that they can once they leave high school.
The NFL is winding down. We caught up with Mr. Lewis and Coach Freeman to break down the playoffs and make predictions.
We are down here on the E-Hall with Coach Freeman. Coach, I wanted some updates on the NFL. We are now in the heat of playoff season. I will say, was enjoying a wonderful lunch at the Mexican restaurant yesterday, Coach, and my little girl, my baby girl sitting across the table said she saw NFL on the TV in the Mexican restaurant. She said, "Dad, how the Dallas Cowboys doing this season?" And I had to tell her that she completely ruined my lunch because she hasn't kept up with anything and didn't realize that our team is terrible.
It happens, listen, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, and I think the NFL is just...
Well, they hadn't been able to see in years. Now, tell us what the current landscape is for the NFL, what teams are in, and what do you feel like is going to happen?
Well, obviously, you got a big game tonight. You got the Rams playing the Vikings. I think that'll be a really good one. Obviously, I think every team in the NFL that was supposed to win won, in my opinion, minus maybe the Buccaneers and the Commanders game. But if you look at both of those games, Jaden Daniels, I get he's a rookie, but he's a stud. And then, Baker Mayfield, I don't know about them offensively, but then he throws the ball, 18 times, and the Bucs were really good. And so, but every team, like I mentioned, that should have won, in my opinion, won. The Ravens won big over the Steelers. The Bills won big over the Broncos. That was a guarantee, and I think the Bills are the front runners. Obviously, the Chiefs haven't played yet because they got a bye. Detroit hasn't played yet because they have a bye. They're really good. The Rams are on a roll right now, too. So, in the NFL, it's one of those things where it's like whoever's going to get hot has a chance. But, the teams I like the best are obviously the Chiefs with Mahomes and Kelsey, and then the Bills with Josh Allen, and then Detroit Lions. I think one of those three, more than likely, are probably going to win it. And then the X factor is going to be obviously Lamar Jackson's a stud and Derrick Henry. So those four, if I had to pick a winner, those four probably, in my opinion, are the front runners to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. You don't want to go ahead and pick one, or is
I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick one. I think the Lions win it all. I think Campbell. I think Jamison Williams, Goff, Branch on defense. Obviously, Aiden Hutchinson's been hurt, but their defense is really good. Their defense coordinator is highly sought off to be a head coach in the NFL next year. Their OC is really good, and I think they got a culture to. They got some chippiness. They just had a bye, so they'll be a little bit healthy going into. So I think that helps. The longevity of the NFL season, the healthier your team is, the greater chance. And just something about the Chiefs, man. I think it's time for those dudes to get beat. So,
Coach Dalt's probably down there screaming right now that you just said that you picked the Lions to win it all. I think the Chiefs will win because I don't count Patrick Mahomes out. Ever.
Yeah, I don't count them out. I think the Chiefs are always going to be, with Mahomes and Kelsey and those guys, and Jones and Andy Reid. Those guys are always going to be, top contender. And I really like the Lions. And I tell you, my second pick will be the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens have a team to win it, but I think I really like to see Lamar Jackson win one.
All right, so there you have it. He's picked the Lions. I'm going to say the Chiefs. It's going to be fun over the next few weeks to see how all of this unfolds.
That's it. Yeah, go Cowboys. We the boys.
Yeah, we'll be checking back in down here.
This week's feature vocabulary words are consecutive, contour, and contract. Consecutive, following continuously in unbroken or logical sequence. Contour, an outline, especially one representing or bounding the shape or form of something. Contract, decrease in size, number, or range.
That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night, to the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We did chillin', at the spot, anytime. Pull up on me.